Greetings and welcome to the 48th Annual Woodbury Commencement. My name is Sarah Sorensen-Wagner, Principal of Woodbury High School. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2023. Before we begin, South Washington County Schools supports Indigenous land acknowledgement as an expression of gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory we reside on, and a way of honoring the Indigenous people who have been living and working on the land from time immemorial. We would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the land of the Dakota people. We recognize the Native nations of this region who have called this place home over thousands of years, including the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Lakota, Nakota, Ho-Chunk, Cheyenne, and other Native nations. At this time, the Woodbury High School Air Force Junior ROTC cadets will present the colors. Please stand as Woodbury High School senior Rebecca May sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce several special guests with us this morning. South Washington County School Board Chair, Ms. Sharon Van Leer, and board members, Ms. Melinda Doles, Ms. Pat Driscoll, Ms. Louise Hines, and Ms. Simi Patniak. Also present today is our Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Julie Nielsen, and Assistant Superintendents Dr. Tyrone Brookins, Ms. Kelly Jansen, and Ms. Christine Schaefer. Our Woodbury High School administrators, Ms. Alicia Busnick, Mr. Aaron Pizzini, Ms. Lobline Lecker, and Mr. Canton. It is with great pleasure that I also present to you our honor staff in attendance today. Mr. Wes Bolin, please stand. There he is. Mr. Dave Broberg, Mr. Kent Getzloff, Mr. John Hoven, behind me on the stage, Mr. Todd Highland, Miss Rachel Nicholas, Mr. Bobby Nunn, and Mr. Jeff Stevens. And now I would like to introduce you to the exceptional class of 2023. The mission of Woodbury High School is that our students accept the challenges of the future through excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. This class of 2023 is composed of excellent students who have done outstanding work at Woodbury High School. We have 16 students who will be graduating summa cum laude with distinction, signifying a cumulative grade point average of 4.3 or above, and 91 members of this class have a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or higher. In addition, a total of 240 students wear an honor stole for their outstanding scholarship. We also recognize that a GPA alone does not define excellence. We challenge our students each day in the classroom to push their limits, engage in difficult discussion, and learn content at a high level. Students, this is the part of the program where you have to pay attention that I told you about on Friday. If you have ever taken an honors course at Woodbury High School, have challenged yourself with taking an AP course, have taken an AP exam, have taken a College in the Schools course or Project Lead the Way, if you have enrolled in PSEO or 916, or are a member of our Spanish immersion program, please stand to be recognized for excellence in academics. Please be seated. Our students at Woodbury High School are also highly engaged in the arts, learning how to express their emotions and ideas through drama, music, and visual representation. Students, if you participated in band, orchestra, or choir, if you have been in one of our musicals or plays, participated in one act, if you were a member of our speech team, or if you have created and displayed your art in one of our many art shows, please stand to be recognized for excellence in the arts. Please be seated. Woodbury High School also has an outstanding reputation for our athletic performance. Our student athletes learn valuable life skills of teamwork and cooperation while persisting in working toward a common goal. Students, if you participated in one of Woodbury High School's 30 sponsored athletic teams in one of our fall, winter, or spring sports, please stand to be recognized for excellence in athletics. Please be seated. Finally, I don't want to forget what sets Woodbury High School apart from many other high schools: your opportunity to participate in approximately 60 student-led school clubs and activities. We are proud of our student leadership in developing a positive school culture, establishing a school where each student finds a place to belong and peers with similar interests to pursue. We are proud of the thousands of volunteer hours our students have shared with our community and how you have supported one another in giving back to our school. At this time, please stand if you participated in any club or activity while you were a student at Woodbury High School. Please be seated. Students, I want to say to you, you have many gifts to share with the world. Thank you for your contribution to Woodbury High School. You have made your mark with your kindness, generosity, and joy for life. And although your high school years have been very challenging, I do not want it to detract from your accomplishments. You have survived a global pandemic and are witness to social unrest that continues to impact our nation. It has been a time of significant loss, yet an opportunity for inspiration and to impact change. I encourage you to use your voice. Work to stand up to injustice. Do not let fear hold you back. Take what you have learned during your last 13 years and fly. Your next adventure awaits, and we will be here cheering you on. We are so proud of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our students representing the achievement of summa cum laude with distinction for the class of 2023. Sarah Anderson, Arif Ansari, Rahul Balaji, Jasmine Tao, Chloe Carlson, Zuleika Dewan, Rachel Estvold, Srinath Huriharan, Francesco Lindquist, Hemming Liu, Sophia Peterson, Kendra Schneider, Gavin Sun, Isabella Tadini, Anika Tripathi, and Melinda Trong.
In the wise words of Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go," congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. When Ms. Schumacher gave us this book to celebrate the end of the year, we realized it was the perfect opportunity to reflect on our 4 years of high school. Thank you to the teachers, custodians, and other school staff who have supported us through our 4 years at Woodbury High School. A personal shout out to Ms. Haugstead for listening to all of my tea, even when she had way more important things to do. Thank you to our parents for motivating us, buying our trifold boards the night before the project was due, and driving us to all of our activities. And finally, thank you to all of the students sitting here today. Whether it was hours of AP testing or flooding through the gates at football games, we as a Royal Nation came together to make this the best year of high school yet.
In the past 4 years, Woodbury High School has given us a tremendous opportunity to learn and explore our passions, our goals, and most importantly, to discover ourselves. Although Dr. Seuss had problematic beliefs on racial and gender stereotypes, we believe that the message he shares in this particular book still ring true. As Dr. Seuss once said, "You're on your own, and you are the person who'll decide where to go." As we move towards the future, let's take a chance to look toward the past at all the ways that we have developed to get here. It is safe to say that without high school, we would all be very different people than we are today. From late night study sessions to early wake-up calls to make it before the first hour bell, high school's unique set of challenges has transformed us from cringy freshmen to the self-assured group of young adults before me today.
As we decide what our next steps are, it's important to remember that it's okay to not know where those steps lead. That's what the next few years are for. Mistakes, learning experiences, and how to deal with the crippling debt you'll be incurring. There's so much pressure put on us to know exactly what we want to do with our lives when we graduate. So remember that not knowing is totally fine. We didn't even know which bathrooms would be open at school. So why should you know what you have to do with the rest of your life? Regardless of the unease you are feeling right now, look at how far you and your grades have come. Be proud of the choices you made to get here, and continue trusting yourself in your next phase of life.
Yes, it's probably going to be hard. If you're anything like me, you've probably grown up in an environment where your entire life was laid out in front of you. Go to school, study, go to school after school, study even harder, break down during a test to make it through elementary, middle, high school, and go through college, med school, and finally, your life now begins. But know this, what you have learned these past 4 years, in school, sure, but primarily about yourself, about your abilities and your strengths and weaknesses, is what will actually carry you the furthest. Your greatest asset is knowledge, but not knowledge on how to do a derivative or what the mitochondria does, but about you yourself. Know that, and you'll do fantastic.
In these past 4 years, our lives have never been set in stone. They have been riddled with holes of uncertainty. Every time we walked into a bathroom during our junior year, the uncertainty that a soap dispenser would be attached to the wall or even existent in the bathroom at all was always insurmountable. But we chose to walk into the bathroom with confidence anyways. So as you did with bathrooms, take that confidence everywhere. Whether it's into a job interview or your first college lecture, remember that adversity you overcame in the English hallway bathrooms. No matter the amount of uncertainty and fear that we face as we say goodbye to Woodbury High School and its bathrooms, or lack thereof, we must always remember to take confidence with us on every new path.
But, like any good story, several difficulties arose along the way. As Dr. Seuss so eloquently advised us, you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. These past 4 years have proven to be a bumpy ride. Throughout the ebbs and flows of high school, we definitely didn't expect to pull all-nighters to finish our projects, cry in the faces of our teachers, or load up on every extracurricular that piqued our interest. But through it all, we learned that the challenges of life may be inevitable, but they are not unsolvable. Some we resolved together, others we faced on our own.
I know we've all heard it a million times, but someone has to say it. COVID was pretty hard for us. We had to change how we learned and how we interacted with each other. The circumstances around us were constantly changing, but we faced these challenges together. I personally really enjoyed all those times when we all silently agreed to keep our mics and videos turned off in Zoom breakout rooms and pretended like we had the most scintillating conversation in the world when the teacher came to check on us. Sorry, Mr. Bolin. And of course, each student had their unique obstacles and setbacks throughout these few years. And COVID hit some of us harder than others. But we're all here, celebrating and supporting each other, together.
As far as graduation goes, it's possible that some of us are feeling lost, confused, or upset that the stability and consistency of high school is gone. Maybe high school was a bigger struggle than you wanted, but remember that it got you somewhere. As I feel must be said to a group that did a year of high school online, mental health struggles are real struggles. Earlier this year, when I was lacking the motivation to come to school, I remember something Mr. Broberg told me every single day. I'm glad you're here. So, in case anyone hasn't told you lately, I'm glad you're here. We all have a chance to enter a new chapter in our lives, so remember to keep fighting, armed with your high school experiences, to use what you have for good.
Uncertainty is something we are all feeling right now. It's something that we've all experienced before. From walking into Woodbury High School as freshmen, not even knowing where any of our classes are, to deciding a future career path during our senior year. We are surrounded with lots of unknowns when starting at a new school, not knowing what classes to take or where to even sit at lunch. Throughout our high school experience, these unknowns help us transition from our adolescence to our adulthood. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't really sure on what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go after high school, and I believe many of you were in the same boat. Even after we graduate today, there still may be things that are left undecided.
But Dr. Seuss reassured us, On you will go, though the weather is foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. Our unique backgrounds brought us here today on account of our shared perseverance. Sore arms and leaky sneakers may have slowed us down, but never did we plant our feet. We will all take wrong turns at times, like we did on the first day of freshman year, or by not studying for a test because it's just common sense, right? But we will never stop pushing forward, because walking in circles makes us stronger, and when the right path does find us again, that strength we built will keep us moving.
Dr. Seuss reminds us that we have the power to shape our own destinies. He says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose." The choices we make, the actions we take, and the courage we summon in the face of uncertainty will determine the paths we traverse. By trusting in your own abilities and worth, all of the impossibility and darkness will subside. If these last 4 years have taught us anything, it's that even if it may not seem like it, we hold the potential to alleviate all of our problems. By altering our perception, we unlock the ability to achieve anything we set our minds upon.
Changing our perception is not nearly enough. Motivation is also necessary to achieve your goals. It is the driving force that ignites the spark within, propels us toward our goals, and pushes the boundaries of what is possible. All we need to do is think about the end of the tunnel, the glimpse of light that symbolizes our hopes and dreams. After all, there is a whole world outside the boundaries of Woodbury, Minnesota. You are worth more than your plummeting grade in chemistry or pre-calculus, and you sure will face more exciting things than the Taco Bell parking lot or sliding Applebee's after a football game, although the classic combo appetizer always hits the spot. But in all seriousness, now is the time to expand your horizons, pursue your individual passions, and express yourself.
Remember, motivation is not a finite resource. It can be cultivated, expanded, and reignited even in the face of adversity. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, who push you beyond your comfort zone, and who believe in your potential. Seek out mentors who have walked the path before you, learn from their wisdom, and leverage their guidance. Take advantage of the opportunities and the connections you make. Know that you aren't always the smartest person in the room, and that's a good thing. Learn from the people you surround yourself with. And most importantly, trust in yourself and your abilities and the dreams that have guided you this far.
Determination is the catalyst that fuels our dreams, guides us through challenges, and empowers us to overcome the seemingly insurmountable. It is the unwavering belief in our potential and the commitment to go the extra mile, even when Mrs. Deach, Mr. Broberg, Mr. Highland, and Mr. Steele failed you on multiple tests you probably should have studied more for. At the end of the day, we're all searching for ways to make our lives meaningful. And the only way to get there is to relentlessly commit ourselves towards finding this meaning. It is determination that will help us reach the heights of success within our careers, whether that be becoming a teacher and helping inspire the next generation, or becoming a doctor and helping save lives. It's determination that will decide who we become and whose lives we can have a meaningful impact on. Just know that with determination and motivation hand in hand, wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest.
As you step out into the world, equipped with knowledge, passion, and the ability to tell the difference between the good and bad Italian dunkers, remember that greatness lies not in the destination, but in the journey itself. Embrace the lessons you learn, relish the experiences, and cherish the new friendships and memories you make along the way. Understand that life is filled with twists and turns, challenges and triumphs. Sometimes it may seem like the road ahead of you is treacherous and the destination feels far beyond your reach. But as a Royal, over the past 4 years, you have consciously or subconsciously manifested the Woodbury way deep within your heart. Even Dr. Seuss agrees. Yes, you will exceed indeed, 98 and 3/4% guaranteed.
While these words were written over 30 years ago, they still hold true today. The lessons in this book are the ones that have resonated throughout the last 4 years. teaching and shaping us in ways we could have never imagined. Perseverance, motivation, and resilience have gotten us to this point. These same three principles will propel us into the future. Oh, the places you'll go. Thank you, WHS, for an unforgettable 4 years. Eggs.
Wait, next page. Turn it.
Congratulations, class of 2023! Say cheese!
This year, Woodbury High School is privileged to welcome Mr. John Hoven as our honor staff speaker selected by the class of 2023.
If we were at Coffee House now, I'd say cross country is an easy sport if you live in a small country. Thank you. If this was the staff of the trimester, I'd say Mr. Maliki wins the award for connecting real life to algebra. If this was the first day of class, I'd say, Super Cop, meet the cop that can't be stopped. But today is graduation. You're looking for something powerful, meaningful. Two men, Arthur and Ford, were on the ledge of a mountain. A horrible mistake, and all of their rock climbing gear and their phones had fallen to the ground. This looked bleak. Storms were coming in. Arthur says, "It's times like this I wish I'd listened to the advice my father gave me when I was a young boy." Ford asked, "What advice was that?" Arthur said, "I don't know, I wasn't listening." Class of 2023, friends, family, visitors, Ms. Nielsen, Ms. Sorensen-Wagner, welcome to a very special day. To the senior class, I am very honored to speak to you today. This is one of the most meaningful days of my career. I cannot come up with better words than thank you. Sincerely, thank you. To the families here today, you are looking at 500 fabulous people. I'm with them day after day. I know this for a fact. You should be proud of them. Class of 2023, you should be proud of yourself. I gave serious thought to looking up motivational quotes and graduation speeches from celebrities, politicians, and my colleagues. I decided not to do that. By choice, I've kept a little behind on technology, and some of it has just passed me by. So I'm not going to speak much to how that's going to be in all of our future. What I do want to speak to you about today is keeping personal connections in your lives, real personal connections. My 7th grade math teacher, Mr. Huber, looked like he was having fun. Mr. Kaiser sat in 8th grade, looked like he was having fun. I thought, I want to have fun, I'll be a math teacher. That's the end of the story. At age 13, I decided to become a math teacher. For me, it's been an incredibly rewarding career. I'm so thankful that I had passionate teachers. I'm thankful I had real teachers. Don't let an iPad raise your kids, and don't let ChatGPT be their teachers. I didn't get a full-time teaching job out of college, so I started substitute teaching. It was a disaster. I had no idea how to keep a class under control. I wasn't sure I was capable of being a teacher. I was sad. I really doubted myself and my abilities. A college classmate had entered a program to get a master's in computer programming, and I enrolled. After about 6 months, I realized it was not my calling. I had to give teaching a real chance. The next spring, I applied for every math opening in the United States and ended up in a small mountain town in Colorado. 3 or so weeks into my full-time teaching career, I remember going home, taking out my old college education textbooks, and reading the chapters on discipline and classroom management. The books didn't help a bit. My own successes, failures, and colleagues that were great role models got me through. Fast forward a few decades, I've now taught over 5,000 students. There are 4,000 of us here today. How fortunate I've been. What you might not know is you are an inspiration to your teachers. I think I speak for many of the teachers here and many of them not here, that you inspire us. And you frustrate us, as maybe we frustrate you. In college, my school offered a month-long math history tour. Wow. I had no interest in participating. After much and much repeated encouragement by my parents, I went. I never would have gone without the repeated requests for me to reconsider my deciding not to go. In that month, I stood inside the Great Pyramid in Egypt. I stood inside King Tut's tomb. I stood on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I raced a 100-meter dash on the Olympic site in Greece. I visited the Cathedral of Notre Dame. I went to Stonehenge, boated in the canals of Venice, and went to the French Alps. YouTube might suggest all of those places, but without my parents, I wouldn't have got on that plane. Even though I didn't need the money, I was considering getting a summer job after my first full year of teaching. But I quote my parents when they say, take advantage of your summers. I hope you take my mom and dad's advice. Be it a long weekend, a summer, a gap year, take full advantage. Now and in your future, take some time to breathe. Taking their advice, I didn't get some summer jobs. I played a lot of golf and softball, visited family and friends. In 1998, I made a decision that took everyone, including myself, by surprise. I decided to ride bicycle across the United States. For me, it was life-changing. A number of years later, and even to today, I enjoy hiking, scrambling, and climbing mountains. The one piece of advice from my parents to take advantage of my summers has made my life so much more fulfilled. All but 2 of the mountains I've climbed have been with friends. However, about 10 years ago, I did a solo climb of La Plata Peak. About an hour from the top, it started to drizzle. It was about 35 degrees. I was torn as to whether to keep going or not. I kept going. I was experienced enough to know that whiteout conditions are dangerous and hypothermia is dangerous. I'm not sure I was thinking prudently. There were very few people on the mountain that day. A guy was heading down, and he said he'd stopped and turned around about a half hour from the summit. We had a short conversation, and I said to him, I think I'm gonna keep going. He said, dude, we were in Colorado. Dude, if you keep going, the mountain will be here next year, you won't. Without that advice, I probably would have kept going. No mountain climbing app would have told me to turn around. He possibly saved my life. Keep an open mind. Keep your eyes and ears open to family, friends, teachers, some dude on the mountain. And you, be there in person for others. The amazing things you know, the boring things, the funny things you know, they need to be shared. And make sure some of those things you share are shared in person. Well, I hope you've gotten your money's worth from my speech today. She just told me I'm not getting paid. Really? Whoa. Well, in that case, I think I should start to wrap this up. I do need to mention a motivational poster I saw at a conference once. 3 little kindergarten-age kids were dressed as doctors and nurses. And the caption said, Holly, Chris, and Kelly will be doing your heart surgery. Teach them well. In my recent surgeries and when my mom was ill, 3 of my nurses were former students. Teach them well. To those of you in the crowd, these people will be doing your surgeries. To the class of 2023, you know those kids you babysat last night? They'll be doing yours. Well, those are a couple of my stories. You have your own story. It's already started. It's about 18 years old. A really big chapter is about to end in about 30 minutes. I want to quote one person to get you going on the next chapter of your life. It's the most inspirational speaker of your generation, Kid President. He says, if there's a choice of two roads, I want to take the one that leads to awesome. Class of 2023, you are already awesome, and start that next chapter by taking the road that leads you to more awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hoven. Our final speakers today were selected by their peers to represent the class of 2023. At this time, I would like to introduce Ben Reiner, followed by Vishnu Vundapati.
Thank you very much. Wow. You know, when I started writing this speech about half an hour ago, I had considered going on a lengthy tangent on the philosophies of human existence that would extend until nightfall. I'm sure all of you have been thrilled to hear it. However, after my printer unfortunately caught fire trying to process it, I decided I may have to wait for another time. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and of course, my fellow graduates. Today is an exciting day. Today we commemorate the end of an era where pulling all-nighters was an Olympic sport and procrastination became an art form. Today, we finally make our own first splash in the world. First of all, I'd like to give a huge congratulations to all of us, the graduating class of 2023. High school came with its own new array of challenges: COVID, drama between friends, Mr. Broberg. But despite all the odds, we made it, and I'm so proud of us for pushing through it. But of course, we certainly wouldn't be where we stand now if it wasn't for our amazing teachers, inspiring passion and interest within us. They truly are the foundation of Woodbury High School. So thank you so much to our teachers for doing everything, the great things they do. It seems not so long ago we came to Woodbury's lengthy halls. Back in those days, we only cared about two things: getting through the day and getting victory royales on Fortnite. And now here we are, experts on the halls of the school that forged us, balanced on the edge of a precipice, looming over a mysterious new world where the only thing that is certain is uncertainty itself. These high school years have been fun times. We've joined extracurriculars. Shout out to all my fellow AFJROTC graduates. I want my money. Played sports and watched a long line of progressively worsening movies. Honestly, what are they making these days? Older films seem to be far superior. I mean, to me, there's nothing like the timeless classic of an epic quest to save a long-lost son. I'm sure Finding Nemo was just as influential for all of you as it was for me. A couple of things in particular always caught my interest in that movie. The first was the moment Nemo was swimming through his home in the shallows, surrounded by well-known coral and the comfort of his anemone, when suddenly the ground falls away beneath him. The tone shifts as he is left in an opening to the deep ocean nicknamed the Drop-Off. What lies in front of him is foreboding. It's massive, it's unfamiliar, it's scary. He can only see a little ways ahead of him, everything beyond being shrouded in a cloudy mist. In many ways, this is exactly where we reside now, balancing on the edge of the drop-off, ready to plunge into the depths of an isolatingly busy world of unknowns. Yet having no idea where doing so will lead us. But soon, like a shoal of fish, we are faced with the task to hurtle into this new reality, eons before we seem even half ready. Each of us darting off into the deep blue abyss in our own unique directions, ready to face our own unique dangers head on, spreading wide across a wider earth. The second thing is the sheer force of will Marlin possesses as he searches far and wide for his son Nemo. It certainly would have been very easy for him to feel small and insignificant in scale with something as large as the ocean. Just the same as how insignificant we may seem in light of how big the world around us truly is. The true nature of the world can be daunting, but just as he pushes onward through uncharted territories of mysterious creatures and unseen threats, stopping at nothing to find his son, we will push on through dazzling arrays of neon skyscrapers in an unfamiliar world of responsibility by ourselves. For as he pursues the impossible, so shall we. Like dolphins traveling seemingly insurmountable distances, thousands of miles every year, we'll swim on. Like bullets piercing through the air and any obstacles in their way, we'll swim on. Like rockets, defying gravity and launching themselves upward to the stars. Whatever happens, just keep swimming. For when we set our ambitions on something, who can possibly hope to stop us? I will miss many of you bitterly. I miss even more the missed opportunities I had to get to know some of you better. But though I don't know many of you as well as I'd like, I at least have this to wish to you all, that the current will assist you wherever you may go, and I pray that we will meet again someday in the depths. Thank you.
So, Vishnu Vundapadi, that's a first. Good afternoon and congratulations, everyone. You are almost free. First off, as mentioned in the speech that got me elected, let's thank our janitorial staff. Even though violas are fake violins and oboes are fake clarinets, let's also give a massive round of applause to our music department for being here. Now let's talk business. When I walked into the doors of Woodbury High School during my freshman year, I was definitely intimidated. I completed middle school at Lake, so I knew absolutely nobody. But because of the people sitting before me today, I was able to immerse myself in the community you all helped create and become the person speaking before you today. That sounds pretty cheesy, but it's the truth. Regardless of whether I've met you or not, every single person here contributed to that sense of community that I and many others were able to make the most of. It's that same sense of community that kept many of us connected during COVID. As the world shut down, many of us felt isolated, but it was in that isolation that we learned the importance of family and friends, as those were the things that at least got me through the pandemic. Because of that, I feel our class will have a unique edge in the workforce, now knowing the undying fidelity of relationships. For the Marvel fans in the audience who picked up on that, shout out to Loki from Infinity Wars for that undying fidelity part, which later resulted in his gruesome death. But I doubt the same will happen to you. Just had to make sure I didn't have the Thanos powers. Going forth in your next chapters, I encourage all of you to always be yourselves. For those of you that have known me for a long time, my personality has been the same since middle school. For example, the other day I was doing some yard work and ended up spending some time staring at some ants march a line, something you might honestly associate with elementary students. The only difference in high school was that I grew out my hair, something my mom still doesn't like, and started wearing jeans. But in such a diverse country, it's those little differences in each other that make everyone's story worth hearing. Over the past 4 years, I've been able to hear many stories and meet some amazing people that I'll always remember. But going to a school the size of Woodbury, I haven't been able to meet everyone and hear their story, which is an absolute bummer. Regardless, I hope you all go on to share your story with the world and do some great things in life while still being a kid on the inside. While you're at it, go look at some ants. Before I leave you, I want to abuse my power up here and leave you with the little riddle. The month of June, the conjunction so, and a line saying ra. I'll give anyone who figures the riddle out my undying fidelity. Thank you.
And now, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2023 to Miss Julie Nielsen, Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Nielsen, these seniors have met the requirements of the state of Minnesota and South Washington County School District. By the authority vested in me as the principal of Woodbury High School, I certify that the members of this class have completed the necessary requirements and are eligible to receive a diploma.
Thank you, Principal Sorensen Wagner. On behalf of the school board, district leaders, and school staff, I could not be more honored to accept the graduating class of 2023. Students, you have created your own story over the past 13 years, and each of you has taken a different path toward graduation. You are here today because you have successfully met the requirements from the state of Minnesota and South Washington County schools. Woodbury High School students, the diploma you are receiving today serves as that official notice. Parents, families, guardians, and guests, we have appreciated your partnership and support. Thank you for being an essential part of these graduates' lives. To district and school leaders and staff, thank you for your dedication and commitment to making a difference for our students. We appreciate the great work by our entire team. Graduates, the future is yours. Congratulations, Woodbury High School students, and best of luck to each one of you.
At this time, our assistant principals, honor staff, and school board members will proceed to grant the class of 2023 their diplomas. Will the first row of seniors please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Sophia Peterson.
Logan Lambert.
Arif Ansari.
Alexander Laney.
Francesco Lindquist.
Reagan Langert.
Srinath Hariharan.
Daniel LaPrairie.
Isabella Teidini.
Corbin Larson.
Jasmine Tao.
Jace Larson.
Sarah Anderson.
Josh LaRue.
Chloe Carlson.
Ty Lay.
Gavin Sun.
Leilani Lola Lay.
Anika Tripathi.
Paige Lequier.
Melinda Trong.
Isabel Lee.
Rachel Estvold.
Johnny Lee.
Zuleika Diwan.
Leighton Lee.
Kendra Schneider.
Carlos Lefferts.
Hemming Liu.
Nora Levenhagen. Raul Balaji.
Paige Leinhard.
Benjamin Reiner.
Jenna Lin.
Vishnu Vundamati.
Elijah Lin.
Rebecca May.
Janaya Logan.
Ruth Abadi.
Veronica Lemensky.
Ma'ab Abdullah.
Braden Loney.
Ebian Abdullahi.
Dylan Longworth.
Adam Abukar.
Roberto Lopez Carrero.
Baden Adam.
Pachilia Lore.
Anna Adamson.
Johan Lore.
Hannah Grace Aimu.
Philip Lorenz.
Talaha Alakraba. Alakraba. Sorry.
Jaden Lowry.
Yoel Alem.
Charles Luxinger.
Isaias Alem.
Haley Luco.
Ayub Ali.
Tanya Lenevsky.
Saleha Ali.
Ashley Lunzer.
Haley Alleman.
Nohea Lynch.
Naeja Allen.
Sophia Makandi.
Gabrielle Olmsted.
Kenzie McLeod.
Sydney Alston.
Jamie Madsen.
Yabsura Emmanuel.
Ayan Muhammad.
Aaron Amen.
Iyad Mafous.
Aswath Amita Sudakar.
Luke Malik.
Athish Amita Sudakar.
Alan Mancera Coronado.
Olua Coyote Amosan.
Jacob Manor.
Nathaniel Anderson.
William Manor.
Alexander Anderson.
Ella Marion.
Jack Anderson.
Christopher Martinez.
Keegan Anderson.
Layla Masood.
Samantha Anderson.
Jamie McAdory.
Haley Andrew.
Cove McCabe.
Pilar Andruitt.
Aislinn McCormick.
Zachary Aarons.
Brandon McGinnis.
Emma Arland.
Miranda McKee.
Isaiah Arzati.
Alexandra McKim.
Liliana Avila Tovalin.
Kayla McLevish.
Barakat Awsonia.
Owen Malloy.
Say it one more time. Ajul Awo.
Brandon Mersch.
Sophia Baker.
Matthew Miller.
Mara Bunat.
Tyler Miller.
Gregory Barker.
Jackson Miner.
Victor Bartness.
Joseph Moeller.
Tristan Beatty.
Hodo Mohammed.
Allison Beckel.
Salma Mahamood.
Lucas Beckstrom.
Abigail Monis.
Haley Beitler.
Odin Moore.
Sufyan Belfatmi.
Kaylee Mua.
Dylan Bell.
Marwan Molid.
Sophie Bennett.
Evan Mountain.
Kiernan Benson.
Carter Mullaney.
Matthew Benson.
Vincent Munoz.
Nathaniel Benson.
Caitlin Murray.
Heron Barakat. Carter Boleen.
Adiris Moomin.
Jordan Bowl.
Jada Noggle.
Praneeth Bulakanda.
Caden Neram.
Brady Bonfig.
Aja Naso.
Anna Bosrock.
Anastasia Navalana.
Anthony Botchway.
Clovis N.D.
Tuli Bond.
Ashley Wynn.
Delaney Brabeck.
Brittany Wynn.
Ashley Braun.
Ryan Wynn.
Lena Brem.
Paula Naliette Bruis.
Aiden Brodegen.
Quinn Nielsen.
Eldana Brooke.
Gracie Neer.
Logan Brundick.
Eva Noner.
Keaton Brown.
Abea Nor.
Weston Bruning.
Ian Novak.
Ellie Bungarden.
Aaliyah Nunn.
Amari Birsch.
Daniel Wabunma.
Andrew Bender.
Madison Neistel.
Ava Burke.
Marcy O'Brien.
Logan Burns.
Ugona Okeke.
Cassie Campbell.
Bevlin Okwabi.
Tessa Campbell.
Eric Olison.
Tatiana Capacasa.
Claire Olson.
Camden Carlson. Congrats, man.
Emma Olson.
Michael Carlton.
Mateo Olson.
Jacob Castillo.
Catherine Opperman.
Jake Cavallo.
Daniel Ostling.
Luis Sella.
Ariel Ostman.
Ashley Chang.
Isabel Parker.
Jada Chan Khan.
Sarah Parker.
Cesar Shari.
Alexis Park.
Michaela Chin.
Sophie Parks.
Hyeryoung Choi.
Lucas Paulson.
Cole Christensen.
Garrett Payton.
Gregory Collins.
Kira Peterson.
Amara Connolly.
Isabel Peterson.
Jack Cooper.
Nicole Pisano.
Alan Cordero.
Isaac Points.
Connor Corrigan.
Nadia Potra.
Connor Crowell.
Devin Prairie.
Tyler Zerniak.
Thomas Prestine.
Nathaniel Dale.
Evan Prokopek.
Jillian Dandaniel.
Drew Provenzino.
Dominic David.
Lucy Potasic.
Skylar Dean.
Mason Quayle.
Sylvia DeBruzzi.
Francesca Rawson.
Tyler Durheim.
Mahiba Rihan.
Egypt Dobila.
Ava Reich.
Aniston Delays.
Matthew Reimel.
Stedman Delays.
Kendall Rico.
Adam Doyle.
Ashley Reyes.
Dane Dufresne.
Jezere Claire Reyes.
Jordan Donegan.
Scarlett Reyes Allegra.
Ethan Dunlop.
Isabella Rickert.
Angelina Duque.
Alicia Rios.
Elizabeth Edwards.
Cassandra Rivas.
Oksana Efron.
Sophia Rivera.
Ugogo Egi. Kai Erickson.
Kaylin Robin.
Caden Eastrom.
Eleanor Robb.
Julia Itzkorn.
Stephen Rademeyer.
Sedinam Fayosa.
Erica Repke.
Isaac Fearing.
Cameron Rorick.
Braden Fisher.
James Rowell.
Amy Fitzgerald.
Adrian Rojas.
Taliana Fitzgerald.
Dorian Ruiz Cabrera.
Jocelyn Flores.
Beatrice Rybeck.
Camille Fong.
Shelby Sadowski.
Allison Founds.
Joseph Salava.
Eliana Francois.
Brandon Saldana.
Maya Frank.
Soren Salome Uruguay. Sophia
Ava Francois.
Jaden Santiago Ruiz.
Isla Fullhart.
Dewa Santoso.
Aiden Gans.
Ethan Sott.
Liam Gans.
Ronan Schaefer.
Kenneth Gardner.
Seth Shart.
Kevin Gardner.
Christian Schauer.
Dakota Gilhood.
Malina Sheska.
Preston Garrison.
Santino Scheunemann.
Maggie Gessner.
Noah Schmidt.
Noreen Gafour.
William Schmidt.
Nolan Valens.
Kirby Schoonover.
Chloe Gallus.
Noah Schuler.
Blue Ginsbach.
Layla Schwartz.
Caleb Gurma.
Kira Seago.
Nathan Glass.
Darlingston Sendolo.
Jackson Glubka.
Cole Shayback.
Georgia Nyahi.
Roseanne Shaheen.
Cassidy Getsky.
D'Angelo Shannon.
Hannah Goin.
Benjamin Shamoan.
Joshua Goodman.
Nicholas Simek.
Tegan Gorgas.
Nathan Skinner.
Joshua Grail.
Ian Slaughter.
Hannah Gronke.
Jaden Smith.
Grant Gribble.
Thomas St. Germain.
Cami Grindy.
Jillian Stanky.
Christian Gross.
Nicholas Starkey.
Jason Guan.
Athena Stevens.
Verdon Gupta.
Jake Stickler.
Rebecca Gustafson.
Zachary Stokes.
Sarah Gustafson.
Nicholas Storbeck.
Beelan Haptamariam.
Evelyn Stieber.
Ava Hacker.
Haley Stumbo.
Michael Hall.
Alexander Szymanski.
Madison Hollenbeck.
Lillian Szymanski.
Davis Hallett.
Jashton Tabala.
Amariana Hampton.
Lucas Taft.
Ethan Hansen.
Sophia Tamayo Castro.
Clayton Hansen.
Liana Taylor.
Isaac Hansen.
Naomi Tafara.
Jack Hare.
Marshall Tentis.
Jacob Hawksford.
Sophia Tai.
Mark Hayes.
Bridget Tao.
Patrick Healy.
Erica Tharlson.
Kalia Helgeson.
Brennan Thomas.
Aspen Henning.
Jack Thompson.
Jack Henry.
Megan Thompson.
Evan Herr.
Trinity Tillis.
Kimaya Hernandez Emery.
Jackson Tonjas.
Madeline Hugh.
Ethan Top.
Elliot Herkins.
Jason Tron.
Mary Herkins.
Afnish Tripathi.
Gabrielle Hill.
Travis Troop.
Sam Hoff.
Rachel Turner.
Wyatt Holt.
Hunter Untz.
Shelby Holtmeyer.
Elijah Vang.
Allison Hashka.
Isaac Vang.
Zaya Howe.
Riley Vang.
William Hauer.
Sarah P. Vang.
Linnea Heusler-Laurent.
Sarah S. Vang.
Jackson Huberty.
Trinity Vang.
Jacob Hijek.
Kalia Verholst.
Sophia Ingvelson.
Ava Vokak.
Chidi Iwu.
George Vokak.
Jabri Jackson.
Vincent Volp.
Lucy Jacobson.
Christina Vu.
Lydia Jang.
Alexander Vu.
Benjamin Jung.
Mohammed Waberi.
Owen Jewison.
Abe Wall.
Maggie Jane.
Adam Wall.
Ella Johnson.
Connor Wallstrom.
Cassandra Johnson.
Xing Wang.
Ireland Johnson.
Grant Weber.
Micah Johnson.
Blake Weichbrot.
Tori Johnson.
Abigail Wells.
Juan Jones.
Ryan Welsh.
Kevin Joyce.
Isabella Wilkie.
Camden Jurek.
Alayla Williams.
Hannah Kadala.
Constance Williams.
Stella Call.
Joshua Williams.
Krish Calais.
Amelia Winogrodsky.
Ashton Keogh.
Kayla Winston.
Maxwell Key.
Jada Wolf.
Noah Khan.
Kelsey Wall.
Moses Kibwana.
Nicholas Walski.
Jax Kears.
Joshua Zhang.
Mubashir Killa.
Emily Yang.
Peter Kamari.
Lily Yang.
Daviana King.
Kelsey Yang.
Noah Kingor.
Rose Yang.
Maya Kinnanen.
Bhavin Yedlapoli.
Caden Kirby.
Caleb Yee.
Carter Klein.
Aiden Zad.
Mason Kleinfeld.
Artlan Zakima.
Sadie Kleinheisen.
Lillian Zeman.
McKenna Collette.
Ava Zeman.
Carter Klutstra.
Riker Ziertman.
Sarah Klock.
Anna Zimmerman.
Ava Klukas.
Benjamin Zupfer.
Corinne Knight.
It's all you, Jody. He's done. All you.
Elias Kobeson. Kip Copeland. Addie Kofsky. Jack Konachek. Nellie Kovdi. Jacob Kraft. Maya Kramer. Jackson Kravik. Gina Kwa.
Got it? Graduates, at this time, please move your tassels from the right side of your hat to the left side, signifying your status as a graduate of Woodbury High School. The Royal Rouser will be played as the final activity of this commencement ceremony. Students, please listen to it, this time as a graduate of Woodbury High School. At its conclusion, that special moment will come when students toss their caps to the wind and begin their new adventure. Parents, you might want to get your cameras ready. Students, please stand. Mr. Katzenmeier, the Royal Rouser. This concludes today's ceremony. Congratulations, class of 2023.